Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching. My name is John Gardner with Good Earth Natural Foods, located in Hot Springs, Arkansas. We have Todd Scorback. Welcome, Todd.
It's good to be here, John, as always, and again, just talking about basic things, fundamental health issues, and of course, the one fundamental health issue that's really come about in America today, and it's amazing, John, you and I have seen a rise of gluten intolerance like we've never seen any other disease really here lately.
It's big.
My theory on that is the reason why people are having trouble with gluten all of a sudden is simply because, one, possibly GMO, we don't know yet, but also two, that we have had a long history of overconsumption, generations of overconsumptions of complex carbohydrates, specifically wheat. When you look at the body, we're not designed to run off of that particular grain all the time. The body is supposed to be running on more vegetables, fibrous vegetables, and proteins, not necessarily a lot of carbs. So I think what's happened is it's finally caught up with us as a race, and so we're starting to have that problem. So there's people out there that are having major digestive issues every time they eat pasta or anything with wheat in it. So when it first came to light, this gluten intolerance, back in the early 80s, there were companies manufacturing gluten-free products, okay? If you like cardboard or the sole of a shoe, it would be perfect for you because it was the nastiest tasting stuff.
That was then.
That was then. I'm contrasting here. Okay, let me finish the rest, like Paul Harvey says, the rest of the story. So the rest of the story is, folks, is now there are products out there, and John, you just done a reset, have 12-foot section of products. So anyone out there that's having gluten intolerance, today is your day. Congratulations, hooray. Yes, you can eat things, and you can eat a lot of things now, because there are many products on the market that are gluten-free, and they're very, very tasty. In fact, I buy them, I'm not gluten intolerant, and I buy them because they taste good. So you have crackers now that are gluten-free. You have cake mixes, brownie mixes. One of my favorite brownies on the planet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Pamela's is an excellent company.
This line, I'm telling you folks, come here, even if you're not gluten intolerant, and try this brownie mix, and I'm telling you, it's death by chocolate. It's what it is. It's fabulous.
Is that a Todd pick?
That is no question. That's when we stood here, John, is because I wanted to highlight that particular item. That's the reason I'm 240 now, by the way, is I've eaten a lot of those. But if you have gluten intolerance now, today, in the 21st century, congratulations, you actually have options, and they're very tasty. Again, John, crackers and chips and baking mixes and brownie mixes, pizza crust mixes, so you can have pizza again as well.
We actually have a whole door and a half of wheat and gluten-free items in the freezer.
Frozen items,
so you don't have to worry about baking them.
Entrees and things along that line.
Entrees, you have breads and pizza crust, like you'd mentioned. We even have chocolate-covered donuts. So it's pretty wild to see. I mean, like for example, Glutano actually has these wafer cookies, which you wouldn't imagine that they'd have wafer cookies, but you have that available. So they taste good.
Yes.
You have pastas and things like that. So basically, when you go to the doctor, and if he happens to tell you that you're wheat intolerant or gluten intolerant, then the world's not over. You have a choice.
Yes, and you just have to stay away from those foods. You have to really watch, folks, going to restaurants of any type, because they still haven't caught on with the gluten intolerance and gluten-free thing. So, and almost anything, I mean, even soy sauce, a little bit of soy sauce and something may set someone off.
Wheat.
Yes, it does. So just a little bit of something like that. So when you have this problem, especially when you first hear of it and you first get the sign of it, you better catch it then and start dealing with it, because if not, John, it continues to raise its head and send off more and more and louder alarm bells until you get the message. So you have alternatives. They're great. They taste good. And more than anything, again, the contrast from the 80s until now is dramatic, because in the 80s, folks, let me tell you, it was about like sports nutrition was. It was horrible. I mean, we had to do it as bodybuilders, but we didn't like it. People who are gluten intolerant had to eat this stuff, but they certainly weren't enjoying it. And now you can enjoy it as well.
Oh, by far. Well, there are a ton of companies out there. We have a lot of companies. So go see your doctor if you're having any situation. If you haven't, if you feel like something's wrong, this is just an educational video. So take it for that, and hope to see you soon. Thank you so much, Todd, for coming.
Oh, John, it's always a blast. I really enjoyed it. So,
all right, brother.
Speaking of intolerance, we have no intolerance between John and I.
There you go.
At least not most of the time.
Anything else?
No, that's
all right.
it.
Y'all have a great day.